Plaintiff Spencer Ingram says after he broke up with the defendant, she destroyed his reputation by saying he was a stalker and a sexual predator. Spencer claims the defendant filed a restraining order against him, so he's suing for attorney fees and defamation. Defendant Rebecca Eads says Spencer is obsessed with her, and after they broke up, she filed a restraining order because Spencer was constantly showing up at her work, asking about her whereabouts. Rebecca insists she doesn't owe Spencer for anything.
Prove the case.
Me and Rebecca were dating at one time. At that time, I broke up with her. I thought we could remain friends, Your Honor, but I was a fool for thinking that. She ruined and destroyed my reputation by claiming I was a stalker and a sexual predator.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor, that's a lie.
All right. Before we get into the details of the lawsuit for attorney fees and defamation, let me allow you to give some background, if you like, regarding the relationship.
All right, sir. He's a obsessive. Oh my gosh.
Just say what you feel. I see you looking at some notes.
Okay. He's obsessed with me. We did break up because he did cheat on me,
Let me just tell the viewers, these cases are real and these people are real. I get all these questions, is that stuff real or are these people actors? As you see, if they are actors, we chose a very bad actress. So, once again, folks, all this is real. So, proceed. You say he's obsessed with you, or he has been over the years, and what else?
He said that he cheated on me. That's why we broke up. Okay. He also was drug dealing. That's another reason why we broke up. He also
What type of drugs?
Marijuana.
All the aforementioned drug dealing, Your Honor, is a lie.
All right, go ahead.
He would show up to my workplace asking about my whereabouts. He would also go up to me during school, or to my friends actually, and asking where my whereabouts were, and they were just wondering why he was even asking them about that, because we did break up.
This was after the breakup.
Yes, this was after the breakup.
What it sounds like you're implying stalking you.
Yes.
Okay. How long did he do that?
He did that for a couple months until I filed a restraining order.
Okay.
He also took my medical marijuana card and made photocopies of it.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I'm a drug dealer and she had a marijuana card.
You obviously have some type of illness?
Yes, my back. I got in a car accident in 2009, which totaled our truck.
All right. Some people have legitimate pain that marijuana does help with. I don't know if yours is legitimate. I give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, and the reason I say that, I don't want folks to put me off television because I say I don't have a big problem with medical marijuana, but Montel Williams is a perfect example. He suffers from MS, and it is documented by studies and scientists and doctors that it helps relieve the pain. But you're no Montel. So let me allow him to speak about this stalking. And were you stalking her after the breakup?
No, Your Honor, I was not.
Did you go to her job?
No. Yes, Your Honor, I did. She works at a supermarket that is a mile from my house. Okay. So I would go to a workout and grab a drink after.
Did you speak with her?
On occasion, yes. I would say, hey, Rebecca, what's up?
Then you didn't attempt to speak with her about the relationship?
No.
Ever?
No.
All right. Ma'am? Did he attempt to speak with you about the relationship?
He didn't talk about the relationship, but he did talk to my coworkers and managers.
Saying what?
Oh, where's Rebecca? I need to talk to her, blah, blah, blah.
Talk to her about what?
I don't know. Like, I would walk away from where he was at and do something else, like go do go-backs.
The reason we're discussing this because you kind of implied that he stalked you, and that's why you got the restraining order.
Yes, Your Honor.
So did she get a restraining order because you were coming up to the...
No, Your Honor.
Tell me. You give me your version of what happened regarding the restraining orders, the attorney fees, and the defamation.
She filed for the restraining order, Your Honor, because I was talking with her mother after she had discovered that she was using marijuana. She found condoms, a used pregnancy test, birth control pills, and the remnants of a Plan B pill in her room and contacted me because I knew about her medical marijuana card and she wanted to stage an intervention. That same night, Rebecca and her boyfriend
Her mother called you?
Her mother called me, yes.
Okay.
At first, I was reluctant to say anything because I did not want to put Becky out.
But you admitted that you knew of it.
Yes, and I had admitted that Rebecca gave me her marijuana card because one day in January, she actually texted me, I'm high at my house right now in an argument with my mother, and I picked her up to let her sober up.
How did a restraining order come into play?
The restraining order came into play because of the intervention we placed, and another relative who was contacted about the drug and sex contacted me and wanted the marijuana license. I sent them the marijuana license over mail, and then the same relative wanted me to talk to her IEP case carrier at the school and her swim coach about what had been going on.
My folks will put me off television because I say I don't have a big problem with medical marijuana, but Montel Williams is a perfect example, and it is documented that it helps relieve the pain. But you're no Montel.
Plaintiff Spencer Ingram says after he broke up with the defendant, she falsely accused Spencer of being a stalker and a sexual predator.
Why did you put a restraining order on?
Because he was stalking me at work. He did steal my medical marijuana card.
Oh.
And then he ended up sending it to relatives and friends and a neighbor of mine saying that I was smoking marijuana, which also got me
Do you have
kicked
any
out of my
evidence
house.
of coming to your job? Because that would be the reason for a restraining order. You only get a restraining order when you're concerned that you will be personally harmed. So do you have any evidence that he was coming to your job? Perhaps a note from your employer?
I do not have one from my employer.
Do you have any evidence?
No.
Good enough.
This is the same reason that the TRO was actually dropped and the full restraining order was not granted.
It was dropped, ma'am?
At the
Yes, sir,
at
it
the
was.
At the hearing?
At
Why?
the hearing. Because I didn't have enough evidence, and neither did he, on everything that was going on. So she said it
didn't
was
need
an
evidence.
equal thing. Yeah, he doesn't have enough
You
evidence.
filed it. You have to show
He
evidence.
also put a restraining order on me, too.
Did you?
I filed a countersuit, yes, with a restraining order.
Why?
Because as put in this affidavit by her friend,
Tell me what she did to you.
I'm a assistant wrestling coach at her high school. She went to my administration and the kids I work with and started telling them that I was a sexual predator and that I was sexually assaulting her.
Okay, that's defamation. You have any evidence of that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor. One
Ma'am,
of her
did you do
friends-
that?
No, I did not. And
Who
I
is
don't
this from?
understand.
This is from one of her friends. And I have
No,
evidence
why
that
did
he
you
is a
bring
friend.
something from the school?
Because the school does not wish to be involved. They do not wish to defend me in this.
Really?
Yes, she went to them and claimed
Hold
these
on.
things.
The principal and the staff say, can't get involved. If he's a child molester, so be it. You want me to believe that?
Yes, I do, because she is a
Okay,
student
good enough.
there.
I don't. That's in that right there. I do not. All right. Attorney fees. How does she owe you for that?
Because she did not have enough evidence and the restraining order in itself was a malicious suit.
Why did he need an attorney? He didn't need one. It was for small claims court and for restraining order. You don't need an attorney for that.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I felt I was in the need of an attorney because as a prospective chemical engineer, I have to be licensed by state and federal agencies to work with dangerous chemicals. I thought having a restraining order and the accusation of being a sexual predator would actually harm my prospective future. And I believed I needed professional help to dismiss these charges.
Good enough. With regard to the defamation, you must prove that she intentionally made a false claim against you to a third party and that it was proven to be untrue. Prove to me that she came to the school and said that, and you win.
In her own declaration in her temporary restraining order, she makes the claim many times that she went to the school resource officer and told him about my stalking, quote, stalking behavior. And claimed
Hold
these
on.
things.
You admit to going to her job. You say, well, it's just only 1 mile away, and that's why I went, and I would say hi to her. Her interpretation of that was stalking. So she had a right to believe you were stalking. That was her opinion because of what she was seeing. She was seeing you at her job. But there's no such opinion when it comes to telling somebody you're a child molester. Because it's unreasonable for her to come and tell the children that you are a child molester and the staff and the school doesn't look into it. Don't believe that, sir. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
You're the one who filed the restraining order against me, wasting my time, taking my time out of work. And then I had to do it against you because you were going to the school, telling all the kids that I coached there that I'm a sexual predator.
I never called you a
did.
sexual. What
Friend
you're talking
said
about?
You did. Your best friend
Who's my
ratted
best
you
friend?
out.
Who's my
Alan
best friend?
McMillan.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Why is he
I
out
don't
in
talk
all
to him
your
anymore.
pictures? Really, I have a picture from 3 days ago that you were in knots with him.
That was because I wanted to sit with him and hang out with him.